Welcome to Global IT Asset Inventory and Management. In this video, we'll discuss hardware classification. Let's take a look at the different hardware classifications we have. Now, at the very top, you see category level 1 and level 2. This is a combination of the levels of categorization, in this case, computer and notebook. In the right-hand column, you see your search tokens. And when you go to search within Global AI, you'll find that just by typing the word hardware, all of these different options will come right up. And from here, then, you can search by both categories together. You can search by level 1 or level 2 separately. You can do the full hardware name. So if you know the full hardware name, you can do that, or simply by the manufacturer, product, or model number. And so each of these are options as mechanisms for you to find a particular item, whether it's by the model number or if you want to search based on the level of manufacturer and find everything in your environment just by that manufacturer, you can do so. And because everything is normalized and categorized for you based on your scan results, based on your cloud agent deployment, you'll be able to find this data in Qualys easily. Okay, so now I'm in Global IT Asset Inventory and I'm in my dashboard. I'm viewing my top server hardware. And I have this particular entry for Dell PowerEdge. I have 6 models. I can see the number of assets. And so if I click on that widget, the first thing you'll find is we get moved over to the inventory section up here. And the query gets populated into my search bar. So you'll see a whole bunch of work has just been done for me simply by moving from that widget over to my inventory. It's plugged in the manufacturer. It ANDed it with a particular product. I have my different categories that are also populating this, computer and server. Okay, so this is the list of those assets that matched that particular query, and that's what I'm seeing here in this list. Once I group those assets, though, I can take that sort of a step further. So I already know what the category is because it's already part of my query. Same with the manufacturer and product. But what if I want to see this broken down by model number? If you look closely, you'll be able to find the model number already listed in the hardware column. So here you can see the different model numbers. But if I want that broken down to make a little bit more sense of it, I can do the group by assets hardware model. And now I have a list of those things by hardware model sitting in front of me. And maybe I'm trying to make intelligent decisions based on the hardware, on what model is right for the organization. Maybe certain models are older and we want to get away from them. Maybe certain models work right for our organization. And so we want to see what's been deployed, and so we can make those intelligent business decisions. So there's some other things you can do, of course. You can remove your query, and if you want to do that, simply click the X button there at the end of your search box. Everything in your account then will be grouped by the hardware model number still. So because I left that in there from my previous example, you'll see that it is trying to do so, is trying to organize all of that by model number. And I can sort each of these columns if I like. If I'm interested in other types of hardware queries, a good way to do that and see what's available is simply by typing that word. And you'll find all the different options for searching through your hardware. So you can simply create your own query on what you'd like to find. And if you like the query you built and it works the correct way for you, then of course you can save that. You can manage your saved searches and see which other ones are there. So you can view things that might be useful to you in those saved queries. If you're unsure on how to formulate these queries, go to Online Help. And you'll find down there at the bottom, there is a spot called How to Search. And this will give you not only your list of all of your search fields, so all of the different ways that you can search through your inventory data, but also how. So here, search by field. If we're doing string matching based on quotes, we can use wildcard. We can use backticks that help us match exactly what we're looking for. We can use null. We can find dates by range. And so based on the type of syntax you're using, right, you'll be able to change what's matching. And you can do so all the way down here. You can find all the different examples for how you can use and compare the data that you're querying and bring it into your results. Again, if you want to find the full list of fields on which you can search, use the tokens and find the list of tokens. And you can see that even just looking in my scroll bar here, there's a lot of different ways we can look through this asset data. So there's a lot of information that's being indexed here and a lot of different ways you can query your assets. Thank you for watching this video on Global IT Asset Inventory.